JR. Dad, what you doing to Diana's house? What
I am.
Doing over there?
I'm gonna get them in there, man.
Let's go take it inside.
Hey, baby, we gotta wait for the tour. Yeah, let me see. Yeah. Don't want to miss the magic. So. Come here, Kristen.
We have the near
Okay, Mom.
Okay, Mom. When the tourists coming, I'm
She
going
won't stay with you?
Go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna take you out. Come on. Come on, Angela, just come with us.
I want to go on the tour.
All right, just give me the camera then.
Go ahead.
You gonna come? They're gonna be a little while, yeah?
Look at that. Hi, Daddy.
Everybody is that is the most asked question. Everybody can come in. We'll do that. I'm gonna move on in this way.
Take a picture.
Look right here. Right here.
Clint, don't touch that.
Okay, I'm gonna try to take about 5 more.
Go inside there, Daddy.
Clint, come here. Don't you go in there.
We know it's for a few minutes.
Welcome to Southfork Party Facility. My name is Jeanette, and I'm going to be your tour guide through the house today. I like to start off by telling you a little bit about the ranch and what it is that we do out here. We are a 200-acre working ranch. We have a variety of livestock out here, everything from your traditional Texas Longhorn all the way down to our baby buffalo. Her name is Buffy, and she does like to have visitors. If you feel like braving the heat, back to the stud barn over there. There's a magician on the grounds. He gives free shows throughout the day. There's a place to get a bite to eat. And there was a rodeo going on. I believe it still might be going on for a little while yet, so after the tour, if you'd like, you can go on back and catch a little of that too. Now this is the place where Laura Mar comes to do their filming every year for the series Dallas. Right out there on the patio is where the Ewings have their breakfast every June and July when they're out here filming with us. That is the swimming pool in the backyard there that JR took his famous plunge into. Every now and then I have just a little bit of trouble convincing a tourist that that's the real thing, but it really is. They just make it look bigger with their cameras. When you're a lot bigger, I know. When you're outside looking across the pool to the right-hand corner of the ranch, you can see the rodeo arena. That was added for the 200th episode of Dallas. It was added especially for the show, so you might recognize that as well. Also, the yellow and white barbecue tent has been used on the show. Now, before we move on down the hallway, I want to introduce you to a friend of mine here. This is our steer. He was featured on the cover of the Neiman Marcus Christmas catalog in 1984 as the perfect gift for the gentleman with everything. The asking price for our steer that year was $65,000, but we want y'all to know we get our money's worth out of him because the right rear hoof is wired for telephone and electricity. Now, one man built our steer. It took him 5 years, 23,000 hand-laid tiles. The horns are real. JR was out here and saw him and liked him so well, he decided that he'd like to use him in one of the episodes of Dallas sometime. So you might want to keep your eye out for him. He just might end up on the show one of these days. We're going to move on down the hallway now. Let me check and see how the last room is doing. It's all clear. There are 2 steps at the end of the hall I need to warn you about. They're real easy to miss when you're busy looking at the rest of the house. Be extra careful today. We just lost our lights and our air a few minutes ago. Not quite sure what happened yet. So it is a little bit darker down there. Please be careful. The dining room is on the right-hand side. It was not until 1978 that Laura Mar began production on their new series for television. Not very many people know that Dallas was originally filmed at the Box Ranch in Frisco, Texas. Laura Mar decided the Box Ranch was a little bit too small for what they wanted for the show, so they got into their helicopter and flew around until they came across this place. They literally spotted it from the air. They came across that famous aerial shot of the ranch that you see at the beginning of every episode of Dallas. They really liked what they saw, so they approached the owners about filming here and were given permission on one condition. That condition was that at no time, no filming was to be done on the inside of the home because after all, people were still living here. So every year, Laura Mar comes back. All of the outside filming is done here at the ranch every June and July. So the inside shots are done on sets in California, and that's why a lot of what you see inside the home will not look real familiar to you. Now that nobody lives here anymore, Laura Mar will come in and do a few short selected shots here and there, but you have to be watching awfully close to catch any of it. For example, the dining room right over there was used once as an office. You would only recognize it though by the crystal chandeliers hanging from the ceiling. Now, as you can imagine, life on this nice quiet Texas ranch changed real dramatically after they started to film Dallas here. Since a whole lot of people began to turn up out here pretty much every day after a while, and some of them would do some real interesting things, like look through the windows at breakfast time and ask to talk to Sue Ellen and JR, and I'm sure that you can well imagine the rest. So in 1984, then, the ranch was sold to Mr. Terry Trimmett and his wife, Debbie. He's the man who put in the party pavilion back there. He turned the mansion into a grand hotel. You can rent it out for the night, either for yourself or with 3 or 4 of your friends. As a means to that end, he brought in Neiman Marcus and had them redecorate the entire place. He wanted a more elegant effect if you were going to be spending the night at Southfork. They replaced the brick around the fireplace back there with sand from a marble. All the furnishings are from Neiman Marcus. The oriental screen on the right over there is valued at $90,000. And the bars are done in marble and 24-karat gold fixtures. Down the hallway behind me here, there are 3 bedrooms. Each one is individually decorated. Each has its own bath and its own phone. They're very comparable to what you might expect to find in any nice hotel room. We're going to move on down that hallway and take a look at those rooms in just a minute. Before we do, I want to thank you all for coming to Southfork. The rest of your tour does consist of a self-guided walking tour around the ranch. If you have any other questions, please feel free to ask. Before you leave today, we'll be exiting through the left rear bedroom at the end of the hallway. Okay. Just one more note. We suddenly lost our lights and electricity a few minutes ago, and in order to keep it as cool.
Let's go.
Okay, if you want to. There are no lights back there, but...
How much does it cost?
You can rent the mansion and the grounds out for $2,500.
You watching Dallas? Huh? Move your fingers. Look at me and wave. Well, say something.
Okay.
Who do you think you are?
That's a deep water.
You're touching for super!
That's a deep water.
Yep.
Look at the birds. Tape with the birds. That water's deep, huh, Daddy?
Sure is, man. That's some deep water. You want to try it out?
No.
You want to see how wet you get?
No. I don't want to.
All right, turn around.
It's running that hospital.
What they got there?
Hospital.
What is that?
Hospital.
What he did?
Pool.
Oh, goodness gracious. And this is a front view of the Dallas mansion. Me and that boy standing out here watching. I was over there with Kristen. Turn around. Okay, come on back. All right, you ready to go? Let's go find Mama.
I'm ready to do something else.
Come here. Turn around and walk away. Stop. Turn around.
Why are you walking on the ground?
Come on. Look at Mama wave. Come on. Go, Clint. Okay. I'll go walk over here by George's house. Okay, Mama. right, Grandma, you can wave to us now. You on film?
Tell everybody hello.
Hello, everybody.
What you giggling about, boy?
I see the grandma.
I'm gonna show my line.
What you cooking, Grandma?
I'm cooking some steaks, but I bet I got them hot enough for you. Probably.
I'm gonna show my line.
Want to show your lino? Yeah, that's right. Why you got your eyes closed?
Cause only one, so I can see and do the thing.
Well, Grandma, we sure glad we could come up here and visit you.
I sure am glad you can too. I'm sorry I've been such a poor
Health?
sick and y'all can't go with you anywhere or take you anywhere.
Well, it's understandable when you're sick.
Stop, Clint. Hello.
Hi.
Hello, babe. Looks like that little girl's asleep.
She's worn out from being at Southfork today.
Yeah, I can see she's wore
Mama
out.
too is tired.
Well, let's go look at Grandma's house, get it on film, so we can remember
Look.
how it looks.
Oh, don't go.
Now, this is the room me and that boy and that girl slept in. Where you slept at, Clint? Over there on that bed where Kristen slept. On that other pillow?
I slept on this one and this one.
And where Kristen slept? Both places?
Yeah.
We got our mess all up on the floor. What you got?
A sword.
You like it here at Grandma's house? Like it at Six Flags? You had fun? Okay, let's go look at the other room. Come on, run in here. Let's go look get Grandma's room on film.
Right. This one.
No, Grandma's room. We want hers. Mama too wants to see what Grandma, how she does. Yeah, we got all them dirty clothes.
Do the TV. Do my sword.
We did
Do,
it.
do, do, do.
Move out the way.
We did the room. Do the bathroom.
We're gonna get Grandma's bathtub and the sink and everything, how it's all,
Look, this is real pretty.
so we can show Mama that we got the new faucet.
Hey, we forgot to show inside the kitchen.
It doesn't have a remote.
No. Emma wouldn't let him take it off. So I just stuck it in here. She said, just stick it in here. So I did. And there it is. It's such a mess as it is.
Well, you ought to
You
get
ought
rid
to
of it.
take all these pictures in here like this.
Why not? I gotta use this film for some reason. This is where nobody slept. We set the bed up and nobody slept there.
Yeah. Clint, he didn't want to sleep there.
Now, this is the TV that doesn't work.
Yeah, I don't work at all.
It holds pictures well though.
Yeah. I just leave. You ought to see what's behind it. See them? Got all different things on them.
That's what Mama wanted?
Yeah, she's got all of them, but the last one,
Which,
shelf. And I'm afraid we're already too late. I'm afraid I've already missed that last one. But anyway, there's 5 of them up there, and they just had one more. They got all different things on them.
well, why don't we give them a call? And see if they got any more left.
What do you do, go get them to do?
Yeah?
All right, we'll give them a call.
I'll run up there and get them. It's not that far.
All right.
How late would the place stay open?
Oh, shoot, it stayed over about 11 o'clock, I think.
Well, they ought to be there after we finish eating.
Yeah.
That's some good looking steaks you got there, Grandma.
Hey, take a picture
Well,
of all this. Right there.
Boy, you got a mess on that refrigerator.
Do it up here too.
We got it all.
You gonna get it all, huh?
And get it right here. Up here.
I can't get up there.
Right on the all over.
Wave again. All right. Well, we ready to leave Grandma's house? Yeah. Where's Clint Michael?
He's in there watching TV. Don't pull his eye off. He can't see. Poor thing. That's that thing I like.
Well, get Clint, babe.
He's watching TV. Watching his cartoon the last minute.
I gave you all that, Grandma. Yeah, that's my old antenna.
I got him.
Wave, man, what you doing? That sun's not bright, huh?
Pretty bright, isn't it? That our clear.
Let's get in the van. Come here, Mama.
What?
Come here. Bye, Grandma.
I want to do that.
Bye-bye, Grandma. Come kiss Grandma. You want to kiss Grandma?
Oh. Oh, that's worth a million. That's worth a million.
Same thing as yours.
Okay, Mom. Let's go.
I love you. I love you. Thank you. Oh, wow.
We're sorry you had to be a little sick, Grandma. We're going to take it back with us, though.
You trying to make her feel better?
That makes me feel terrible.
We love you.
I love you too.
I love you, Grandma.
And when you start with that cold, if you go to the doctor, it'll help.
Yeah, we're going to try. We're going to have to go tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, honey.